See, this is what a lot of people think. Well, yeah, God can heal me. Yeah, God can deliver me, but I'm not sure if he will. And this, so people will take a scripture like this and say, well, yeah, we know God is able to do anything. But wait a minute, they didn't stop there. He said, God whom we serve is able to deliver us from the burning fiery furnace. But then here's their faith. And he will. God will deliver you. God will be there. He is Jehovah Shammah. He's there. He will deliver us from your hand, O king. I don't care what's coming against you. God is your deliverer. Remember way back we read in 1 Corinthians chapter 10, no matter what you're going to go through, that God's going to make a way of escape? So here's exactly what's happening. That they said that we're not going to bow down, king. You know, we're not going to worship your gods. We're going to worship the true gods. And so the moral of this story is, if you don't bow to the world, you don't bow to the sickness, you're not going to burn. God's going to get you out of it somehow, some way. Even if you threw us in the fiery furnace, God is able, and he will. Here's the key to your faith. You have to know that you know that you know that God is there with you. God is in the fiery furnace with you. You know, God doesn't tell us that there's not going to be fiery furnaces. There are. Anybody who lives in this world has gone through something. But have you noticed? If you've come through life, if you're living now, and I've been living for a while, and I've been through some fiery furnaces. But you know what? Here I am. I'm still here. I'm not dead. I'm not sick. I'm not poor. I'm not broke. Why? Because Jehovah Shammah was there with me all the time. He walked through with me. So the key is, don't go to other gods. See, a lot of people right now are making maybe their government their God, or their employer their God, or something else their God. And they're not trusting in the God. He is there for us. I'm going to read a few more passages here, starting in verse 19. Then Nebuchadnezzar was full of fury, and the expression on his face changed toward Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. Therefore he spoke and commanded that they heat the furnace 7 times more than it was usually heated. How many times have you been into things in life, and your pastor or your friend, or you have read in the Bible that God will deliver you, and you made a choice? You said, okay, I'm going to choose to follow God. And guess what? It gets hotter. It gets worse. More things come against you. See, that needs to be proof to us that we're on the right path. When things are getting hotter, when things are working up, when things are getting worse, that doesn't look like nothing's going to be able to help me. See, that's the devil's last gasp for you. He's trying to pour it out on you. He's trying to make you stop and say, okay, Nebuchadnezzar, I'll bow down to you. Turn the heat down. No, don't worry about the heat. God's got a good air conditioner. He'll cool you off.